Good morning and welcome to another Glenn Maney Talks Chelsea. Bit bleary-eyed. What a game that was, really. It was a weird game, wasn't it? Anyway, it was Chelsea nil, Porto 1. They never looked like scoring, really. I knew it'd be a fluke or a worldie, and it was a worldie. What an overhead. Well, not really an overhead. Yeah, it was overhead. Um, Volley, superb goal, world class. But other than that, Porto pressed really well. Didn't give us any time on the ball. Worked really hard, but looked pretty inept in the last third near our goal. And apart from a mistake from Mendy early on, that really troubled him with a couple of half saves, really, didn't they? But yeah, my mate just phoned up and using his technical terms, he said that a performance was the dogs do dangles and the mutts nuts, and I have to say I agree with him. It's what they call a professional performance. We did what we had to. We worked so hard all over the pitch. That's what I like to see. They wanted that so badly, and do you know what? If they can reproduce that three times more, they're in with a chance of winning that Champions League. I mean, I know we got some tough teams in front of us. Bayern going out though, eh? Well, I didn't see that one coming, I'll be honest. They were my tip for the. I thought, if we get Bayern, PSG and home mugs. But I tell you, we are in with a chance. We're in with a chance. Semi-final is going to be Liverpool or Real Madrid. Tough game. By no means are we going to get through that, but play like we did last night with a bit more flair as well, and we got a chance of beating anyone on the night. I haven't felt like that, like that we could produce a professional performance like that since the Lamps and Drogs times. So who knows, folks? But like you, I guess I'm pretty happy with what I saw last night. So I'll get straight in. I'll get straight into to the team scores. Mendy gets a 7. Didn't have an awful lot to do. A couple of decent saves. Very good in the air last night. Took one really under pressure. And then got fouled taking one under pressure. But just relieves. It takes a little bit of pressure off of the defence when you got a goalkeeper. It will come like that. And unfortunately, Kepa wasn't like that, was he? But Mendy, yeah, last night, that one mistake. So for that reason, he only gets a 7 because nearly had a heart attack. So at the back, Reece James was excellent last night. That boy's defending has come on leaps and bounds in the last year. Good going forward as well, but his defensive work last night was excellent. 8.5. Then we had Ashby next to him. Captain Courageous, up for everything. Worked so hard, mainly defensively last night. Did get forward a couple of times, but yeah, what a performance! A real captain's performance last night. That he's found that centre half place is where he should be now, isn't it? So yeah, Ashby gets a 8.5 from me. Same as Thiago Silva next to him. Leadership was there for all to see last night. Organising, also a couple of really good blocks. Yeah, didn't really put a foot wrong. Good to see him back and a little bit of ring rust gone now. I think he'll be an asset as we close in, get towards the end of the season. Thiago Silva 8.5. My boy Rudy next to him. I've been very critical of him in the past. Wanted him out of the club. Then the Lampard thing that we'll never know the truth behind didn't sit well with me. But I have to say, and I always say, when a player stuffs it up you've got to just smile and eat humble pie and think, good, that's benefited the team. Rudiger, commanding, aggressive. Concentration was superb last night, which has been a fault of his in the past, in my humble opinion. Rudiger gets a 9 from me last night. Chilwell up and down, defensively very, very good, up and down that wing. Couple of times got good balls across, but unfortunately no one on the end of them. But Chilwell gets an 8.5 from me, back looking to somewhere near his best, which is very, very good, by the way. So in defensive midfield we had Kante. Kante in that first half was going to be my man of the match. He was everywhere, absolutely superb. Even lost it once and got it straight back. I just love the little man's attitude. If he's carrying a hamstring, crikey, I wish I had 2 bad hamstrings like that. Yeah, he gets a 9. He was just superb. Jorginho last night I thought was excellent all round. Yeah, sure, he lost a couple of balls. He's not the most physical of players, but you know what? He got some great tackles in. When Mendy made that mistake, he put the guy off. He got across to him. Get what it says on the tin, don't you, with Jorginho? Lots of sideways passes that sometimes are infuriating, but last night it was just what we needed. Took the sting out of them. Couple of good forward balls. He put one through for Pulisic that Pulisic should really have scored with. Jorginho gets an 8.5 from me last night. Very good performance. In front of him, Mason Mount. We hardly see him, did we? That's because everyone around him was putting such a shift in. He covered up behind them. Got through loads of work. That lad I dread to think how much he runs in a game. A quiet game by his standards, but a couple of good crosses in. And as I say, defensively, very, very good. Mason Mount gets an 8 from me last night. Only purely because of the high standards that he set himself. In front of him we had Kai Havertz. Gets another 8. He worked really, really hard. Couple of his little bits of skill didn't come off, but looks physically more imposing than he did at the start of the season. Looks like he's up for a battle, and I think he's going to be a great signing. I did say year 2, didn't I? But as we run in towards the end of this season, the boy's going to have a big part to play. Looking very, very good. Only going to give him an 8 because he was very good, but quiet by his own standards, and by what we know he can do. Pulisic last night. Pulisic is the new Hazard. He's the new kicking toy for other teams. The referee last night was shocking with some of the stuff they got away with on Pulisic. I saw a picture after one of the games of his sock just blooded because of the little cuts and stud marks that had gone through, and just missed the shin pad. And last night Pulisic should have scored, but do you know what? He was always an outlet for to take pressure off us. He would be prepared to run at them, even knowing he was going to get kicked. Few lovely dribbles, one especially at the start of the second half I can think of. Getting back, tackling, even back, getting headers out from the back. I thought Pulisic was excellent last night, and for that reason he's my man of the match, and I'll give him 9.5. Not going to score the subs. Tuchel last night gets a 9 from me. I thought the way he set the side up was excellent. The way he obviously motivated them must have been excellent. And I think he can take a lot of pride out of that performance last night. Yeah, so Tuchel can be proud, and so can we. So there we are. We're in the semi-finals of the Champions League. I still call it European Cup. That's how old I am. At the Champions League, and bring them on. Bring them on. We could on our night, if we bring our A game, we're capable of beating anyone we got to face in that. So I shall speak to you after the Manchester City game at the weekend. If it meant losing that one to get top four, I would take it. But I hope we win that as well. Let's go for the lot. Got a big enough squad. Hope I see Billy Gilmore on Sunday. I really do. But we'll wait and see. Okay, folks, thanks for watching this. Let us know your thoughts. That's why I do these, and I do try and get back to everyone. I do read everyone's comments, and tell people about the channel and get them to subscribe. Okay, thanks a lot, folks. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think. Up to Chelsea.